Hi, it's Mike Stiles from Brand Content Studios, and live from Content Marketing World 2015 in Cleveland, here's the Content Marketing Quickie for the week ending September 10th. Does all of your content have to be free? Well, that's kind of up to you, isn't it? If the content is good enough and valued enough, sure, you can get your audiences to pay for it. Sadly, brands can't get past their compulsion to make ads to have content that would be worth paying for unto itself. That was a challenge, in case you didn't pick up on that. Vimeo just did a study with Latitude and learned consumer willingness to pay for content is going up. At least they're spending more than they were spending a year ago. Here's what you should be doing. Put some long-form content out there because viewers will pay double or more for it. Have both buy and rent options. Do super niche, can't get it anywhere else content. And lastly, don't put ads in it if you're charging people to watch it. Duh. You trust what YouTube tells you, right? I mean, you never question the analytics they give you about your video ad views, do you? Well, if so, you're really nice. But others are more suspicious, which has led to rumors YouTube is about to let brands use third parties to make sure their ads are actually being seen. Unilever, Kellogg's, and some other brands started ramping up the pressure for this back in May with an insinuated threat to pull back on marketing dollars to YouTube and Facebook if they continued to ban third-party verification. VentureBeat's Ken Young says if YouTube allows code on its site, companies like ComScore and DoubleVerify can gather data on those ads, and YouTube can prove brands should keep those ad budgets coming. And with more trusted data, brands can optimize those campaigns. Ad blocking. Just the term sends a tingle up your leg, doesn't it? iO's AdBlock Plus standalone app has made it onto smartphones. And what makes that interesting is this came one day before Apple made ad blocking part of mobile Safari. If nothing else, this, along with Google's ad blocking play, is signaling an imperative that the browsing experience on mobile not suck. What makes it suck are interruptive ads, so that's why you're seeing what you're seeing. Now don't worry, everybody doesn't hate you marketers. Google and I/O make sure you can still make ad revenue. They're just going to make sure you do it without pissing everybody off. I/O's even got a whitelist of brands whose ads can get through, interruptive or not, and if you're like Microsoft, you can pay them to be on that whitelist. In the pursuit of finding things to report to you, I scour every source on the planet, including top-secret NSA files. But on the Arkansas Business website, I saw Mark Carter do a nice little job of summarizing current podcast consumption. Of course, the actual data came from Pew, but still, we hear by January 2015, the percentage of us Americans that listened to a podcast in the last month grew to 17%, up from 9% in 2008. 1/3 of us have listened to a podcast, and 49% of those of us who matured to 12 and over know about podcasts. You do know about podcasts, right? When people listen, they are increasingly listening on those mobile thingies. 2.6 billion downloads in 2014, and 63% of them were from mobile. In 2012, that was 43%. Hey, you. Yeah, you, Streamy McStreamerson. Meerkat's got a new way for people to discover your stream, and it's got everything to do with that brand new, innovative miracle called the hashtag. Put a hashtag in your stream's title, and you'll appear in the feed of hashtags at the app's tippy top. What good does that do you? Well, if your streams are all about puppets, you'll hashtag puppets, and communities who are equally into puppets might find you. Hashtags get ordered based on mentions, so your broader topics will be first. So what happens if you only stream really niche stuff like puppets that are anatomically correct and made of corn cobs? Meerkat will create a new category if it can't find an appropriate one for you, but yeah, maybe just the puppet hashtag. I started writing about brands making and or presenting their own entertainment and information content back in 2010, and just that quick, we're starting to see it. Pizza Hut is giving us the Legends of Gaming web series. Now, to be clear, this isn't anything Pizza Hut is tackling on its own. The content is being driven by Endemol Beyond USA as part of their new gaming digital channel, Smasher. But Pizza Hut will be all over the place and is prominently part of the set. Teams coached by legendary gamers like Hotshot GG and Fatality, with a 1 instead of an I, compete in games egged on by YouTube star Toby Tobuscus Turner. Clearly what makes this the no-brainer that it is the existing audiences of these gamers and the hosts, something like 43 million subscribers and over 6.5 billion viewers across those combined YouTube pages. Also, word has it, gamers eat pizza. Congratulations to Snapchat, unless they're lying. They've hit the mark of getting 4 billion video views per day. Hey, did I just hear some of you say a profanity? Well, I'll forgive you because that 4 billion is around the same as Facebook's video views, and Snapchat is doing it on mobile only, while Facebook has desktop and embedded videos helping its tally. How is Snapchat doing this? Well, sources say it's all being powered by live stories. Those are curated, sponsored feeds of users' videos and pics about a theme or event, and Snapchat's been pushing that on advertisers since they bagged brand stories. And it's an audience advertisers do seem to want. Some say Snapchat has almost 200 million global active users, and Pew reports they tend to be from higher-income families. Snapchat gets 2 cents per video ad view on the Discover platform, where brands like Food Network have content. I don't do a lot of political news here, but this actually has to do with content. If you've ever used pictures or videos in your content that fall under the Creative Commons license, the guy who made that system a reality, Larry Lessig, is running for the Democratic nomination for President of the United States. He raised money to run using, what else, Kickstarter, with a video proclaiming the system is rigged. And he's not talking about the way cat videos get 40 million views while useful, positive educational videos get 1 view and a thumbs down. He promises to only be in office until the Citizen Equality Act of 2017 passes. See, he's got an editorial calendar. Reforming campaign finance, redistricting rules, and voter rights. He'd then hand the office over to the VP. For that, Neil deGrasse Tyson and Jon Stewart are on his list. T-Vibes is a startup in Tel Aviv that just scored a cool $1 million in startup funding from a big-time Hollywood producer and some others. TechCrunch's Catherine Shu reports it's about letting people upload and share videos only to the people they want to see them. This, in theory, will solve the problem of, gee, should this video go on Facebook or YouTube or Vine or what? Founders Gilad Karni and Yuri Schneider say mobile video is exploding, but apps aren't helping you with the real reasons you take mobile video. Settings let you make different audience groups, and videos are organized in the unlimited cloud by location, date, and hashtag. Want to stream live? Well, T-Vibes doesn't want to compete with Meerkat or Periscope, so they've got a near live option so you can watch even if you miss the live stream. They call the app a VOD for your life. How will they monetize? That's where you come in. They might let you pay to put channels up. You were looking for another channel, weren't you? A dream is a wish your heart makes, and if your heart has been wishing you can watch all your purchased Disney movies wherever you want, Jiminy Cricket's got you one step closer. Disney Movies Anywhere has been playing ball with iTunes and Apple TV for a while now, but now they're adding Amazon, Microsoft, and later Roku and Android TV. If you regard Disney movies as the bare necessities of life, you want to have them on whatever cloud video watching service you use. Paul Thurrott points out what you're basically doing is linking your Disney account with your other provider accounts, which you might want to do because, lest I remind you that Disney is not just Disney movies now, it's also Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and the Muppets. Disney Movies Anywhere also give you special features and points, but you should know all of this is happening in the U.S. only. It's not that small a world after all. You've got your own mobile video service, right? Well, if you don't, you're just about the only one. Verizon's new one, Go90, is launching. Hey, Mike, you ask, what's Go90? Well, that refers to turning a mobile screen so you can watch videos horizontally like God intended, I might add. The beta is available to Verizon Wireless customers and even non-Verizon subscribers and includes TV shows from plenty of cable networks, live events like concerts and NFL games, which will no longer cost $5 to stream, by the way, and video from platforms like Awesomeness TV, Vice, and Style Hall. HBO Now is in the mix too, but not for a while yet. Here's what Verizon hopes, that you'll buy ads in the free Go90 app and that all that streaming will have people needing and buying more expensive, bigger data packages. As for what makes them different from Comcast, AT&T, and the others, Verizon says they're thinking mobile first. Yay, hurrah, and congratulations to Forbes, which has hit the 100 brand voice partners mark. You've probably seen the brands that signed on, like SAP, Oracle, Northwestern Mutual, and Mercedes-Benz, and they're probably happy they did. 88% of Forbes magazine readers do read the brand voice articles. SAP's Tim Clark says brand voice allowed us to reach a broader audience, position SAP as a leader in new, diverse areas, and help craft the conversations in our industry. But you know who's deliriously happy? Forbes. This has been their fastest growing premium offering and brings in, are you sitting down or at least leaning against something? about 35% of total ad revenues. The partners, since 2010, have put over 6,700 posts on Forbes.com for 55 million page views and 47 articles in the magazine for an average 5.4 million readers per issue. That's it. The transcript is at brandcontentstudios.com.